everyone, I'm Ian McCarthy of Lifting for Life, and tonight I'm bringing you the 6th installment of the not new, at this point, Lifting for Life Q&A series, in which I answer your questions on video in under 5 minutes. By the way, this video will be under 5 minutes. Today's question comes from someone on Snapchat who asked me, how often do I simply say fuck it with regard to my diet? And this question really struck me because the answer is I literally never do this. I certainly have in the past, but it isn't something I do any longer or could see myself doing in the future. And here's why. There's certainly contexts in which it is appropriate for you to eat non-macro friendly foods, let's say high-fat, high-carb foods. Maybe they don't fit in your macros, you don't know the macros, etc. I can think of at least 3 scenarios in which this is the best thing for you to do. One is you simply need the macros. There's a pure physical need for them as a result of illness, you've been busy, you haven't eaten, etc. A second would be it's simply psychologically appropriate. You say, okay, I've been really stressed out. Eating this will make me feel better. I'm willing to take the hit in terms of the effects on my physique. The third would be it's socially appropriate, and once again, you're willing to take the hit because it's worth it in terms of the life experience you're able to have that is, just, in many cases, tremendously more valuable than the very slight difference we're talking about in terms of body composition. Here's the thing. In those situations in which the appropriate or best decision is to eat the non-macro friendly food, the rational response isn't, in my mind, to say, fuck it. It's to say, this is the best decision I can make. So I am going to make it very deliberately. And this alludes to the problem I have with this phrase, this thought of fuck it. In my mind, it means, and if it means something else to you, then a lot of this commentary is irrelevant. But in my mind, it means I know this is a bad decision, but I'm going to make it anyway because whatever. And that I can't respect. I can't respect the lack of deliberateness and thoughtfulness and the, I guess, refusal to take control of what you can control. If, in fact, eating 6 extra large pizzas is not the best decision you can make, then you shouldn't say fuck it and simply eat it. You should say this is not the best decision I can make in this context, so I'm not going to do it. Perhaps you are able to rely on sheer willpower. Some people can do that. Some people can be surrounded by alcohol and not consume any alcohol, or be completely surrounded by tons of junk food and not consume any junk food. That's probably a minority of folks, but if you are one of those people, then you can just say no to stuff that you shouldn't eat. But perhaps you're unable to do that, which is totally understandable. I'm not someone who's going to say it is completely within someone's capacity to control compulsions, etc. But perhaps it's in your capacity to change the situation or remove yourself from it such that you don't make a decision which is any less than what you at least think is the best decision you can make. So what has struck me in thinking about this question is one of the core things I'm trying to do with all of the content I put out, YouTube, social media generally, take away all the stuff about diet and training and the fact that I look like a total non-lifter. By the way, I've been sick and not training, so it's not my fault. But I looked like a non-lifter to begin with, so I guess that was my fault, but I can blame genetics. Strip all of that away. I think it's very important that folks recognize their rationality and their autonomy. In other words, their ability to look at choices they can make and say, this is what's going to happen if I make this decision, etc. And recognize that which is the best decision, and recognize their ability. There are going to be limitations, but whatever ability they, or I guess I should say you, I'm talking to you, my audience, recognize the extent to which you can control the situation in which you're operating, and take that control. Don't give it up for no reason. It's under 5 minutes. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment below, and we'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. You'll see yourself soon. Peace out.